Hey guys, welcome back to session 2 of our Nithian Kingdoms campaign. To start us off for this session, would anybody like to, for a point of inspiration, give us a recap of last session?
Sure.
Okay.
The group were all assembled by a Mr. Captain Black, and we all undertook our first mercenary job with Jamie, the fisherman who was having issues with Sahagin. Though I don't believe my character would know that. Actually, wait, did you, I know? Yeah, no. They said they told that out loud to the group.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm the one that said something about it.
Yeah,
think.
gotcha. Yeah, we ended up staking out, and we got caught in a scuffle with a couple of Sahagin. Jamie was none the wiser, considering that they were just cooking some chicken while the entirety of the fight happened.
Yes, continue.
That's as far as I got. We started to staking out. That was about it. That's where I thought we stopped.
Right. Okay. So yeah, basically where we left off, you are at Jamie's fishing homestead, which is about an hour away from Avandi Bay, the city, traveling northward. And he has invited you to stay the night, or, you have the option of heading back to the city in the middle of the night. It is up to you what you guys want to do. He has offered you dinner, given you a short rest. You haven't had a long rest yet. But here you are. He's got some chicken stew at the ready. So
You know, I've never been one to turn down a free meal.
I think it's best to stick around just in case something else were to happen.
okay. So you guys stick around for dinner. Now, Jamie's very thankful for what you've done for him tonight. And it shows. He's really hospitable. He gives you all a helping of this chicken stew that he's made. First and foremost, he's given you the best silverware and bowls that he has to offer, which really isn't much since he lives out here on his own. But the cooking is good. And speaking of which, you all get from Jamie's cooking 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Can I replace the last 2 temporary HP I have with that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because then I would get nothing.
You can replace adding temporary hit points with different temporary hit points.
Now, the way I deal with temporary hit points, especially when it's from a meal, is if you guys decide to have another meal that has the benefits of giving you temporary hit points, if you still have temporary hit points left over from the previous meal, like, you can choose between the two, whether the higher one or not. It doesn't replace the temporary hit points that you have. Also,
so consume.
the temporary hit points you get from meals in this world, they don't go away until you lose them. So, just a note for that going forward.
I
like it. I like it a lot.
All right. So, here you are having dinner inside this humble shack of this fisherman. Is there any conversations before bedtime, or should we just go into a long rest?
I think I'll just bring up, hey, I'm not too sure. I mean, we just met, and full understanding if you guys do not trust me fully yet, but if you wish to go to sleep, I can stay up the rest of the night and watch over y'all.
would that have no negative effects on you?
No, just I tend to work really late. I'm kind of used to it.
For now, we are a team. I think we should do shifts.
Okay. I think I'll just take first shift then.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna just sleep through the night. I think the danger has passed, and I don't think they'll come back. This is Jamie speaking.
Yeah, but better safe than sorry, and if we don't have to worry about it then, why have to worry about it at all?
All right. Well, any space is available to all of you. If you find something comfortable, or there's plenty of spaces to sleep, fires to be built for warmth. My home is your home. And he just kind of like flops into this bed over here.
I like the lounge. Very nice. Very nice.
So, who is taking first watch?
I offered. I will take it.
Okay. So throughout the night, there's going to be 4 watches. So I just need one is going to be Clark for first watch. Who's taking second watch?
I'll join.
All right, Evangeline.
I'll take third.
I'll take the last.
I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm just gonna double up with everyone.
6. Now, do I assume you have the invocation that I think you have?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I get a long rest as long as I'm either keeping watch, reading a book, or doing light activities.
Fair enough. All right. And last is Nori. So this is the watch order, and
Oh, I thought you were going to sleep, Jamie. I'm sorry. You mean too loud?
All right. So for this first watch, Clark, would you please give me a perception check and D100?
Let's see. Perception. I'm not adding guidance because I'm assuming it's over the course of a few hours. And a D100.
All right.
$22.
22. All right. You got a 4 on perception. So, for this watch, what are you doing for the 2 hours that you were on watch by yourself.
Let's see. I don't have anything crazy, so for the time being, other than using Druidcraft to see how the weather's going to be for the next day, I'm just going to try to keep an eye out with a 4 perception.
Okay. So, you get a forecast from your Druidcraft that it's going to be a sunny day tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I feel happy.
All right. Since you rolled a 4 on perception, you don't see or know what happens during your watch. But no need to worry. Your watch happens peacefully and without incident. And it gets that time to wake Sister Evangeline.
I start softly nudging the woman next to her very heavy armor.
I'll get up and say, all right, are you ready for the next couple hours of company?
Sure. Always nice to have company.
All right. New watch, since Sister Evangeline is taking the helm on this second watch. Please give me a perception check and a D100.
Perception. This one. Fuck, that was almost natural.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, 16 and a D100.
Okay.
Oh,
90. Okay. All right. So, what happens on your watch? And now, have you closed the door to this little shack, or are you keeping it open so you have a good eye on the horizon and the shoreline?
I'll say I wouldn't have thought of that. So, the real answer is it hot or cold currently in the weather?
It is currently like mid, so it's about 50, high 50s, low 60s in terms of Fahrenheit.
So cold.
So a little chilly, yeah.
I would say that I would keep the door closed then.
Okay, as you go to close the door to keep the heat in, you notice sweeping in from the shoreline, a dense fog begins to creep in. And I need you to roll a d4, please.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Other than that, the watch is yours to have a conversation with Clark if you would like.
So, Clark, yes?
yes.
Why don't you tell me more about yourself? Where did you learn to study? I assume it is that you study these magics?
I mean, I kind of read offhand. I would say that the most I get any of my knowledge, not just magic, is just talking with people.
Do you talk to people and learn Fireball?
I don't know Fireball. Do you know Fireball?
I don't know.
I don't have any magics like that.
What do you have then?
Oh, and then I kind of go through my spell list, unless you actually want me to go through the entirety of my spell list.
I mean, you can paraphrase. You don't know.
Oh, well, I got something called Eldritch Blast. I don't really like to use it. It's really loud. I got Guidance. There's a little twinkly light thing in case none of us can see very well. Kind of like 6 over there. I can't point at 6. I use Druidcraft to tell the weather for tomorrow. Have a nice sunny walk back. It's going to be nice.
That's
Sacred.
interesting. It's currently foggy out.
I checked the weather again.
Yeah, it is. There is a dense sea fog that is nearby.
And I tell when it's going to clear up because I can see the weather for the next 24 hours.
Make a nature check.
Let's see. I'm going to give myself a guidance on this if that's okay.
Yeah.
As you do that, I comment, maybe this is something you should do more practice in.
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll the guidance to see how. All right, 24. You for seeing the signs of your druid craft, you get almost an exact estimate that it'll be 3 hours of this fog before it clears.
3 hours. That's going to be kind of muggy for a while. Hope you need help wiping down your gear afterwards?
No. It's very well constructed. It should be perfectly fine.
It's pretty nice metal.
Yes.
Anyways, going back and then I go to say cure wounds, identify and detect magic for as many times as I want. Armor of Agnes because I don't like hurting. I also can do something like Flock of Familiars, hold a person, lesser restoration.
Okay.
So
Not
I can
very-
only do 2 spells a day, minus a cure wounds, minus a identify. That is not unlimited.
I have not met many wizards, but that sounds like not a lot.
Am I? I don't know what I am, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. Traveling with y'all is going to be nice and fun, I feel like.
Good.
So tell me about yourself. Well, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, how far have you traveled to come here?
Not too far. My order's temple is only in the borders of these lands, so I didn't have to go very far to make my way here.
I'm glad you're here with us then.
I as well. It seems very fun.
I don't know about fun, but getting attacked by fish people, but yeah, pretty good.
I would say that was fun.
And then I just go on stretching and relax a little bit, but I'm still keeping the ear out since we can't see outside now.
Okay.
I will monotonously tend to my armor and weapon.
All right then. Your 2-hour watch goes by without any incident, just the fog obstructing the vision outside. But it gets to the point where it's time to wake up sixth.
It was good having this watch with you. See you in the morning.
Night. And I softly nudge 6 now.
It's already my turn, is it?
I mean, it's your turn.
The night never nights long enough. Okay. And I rub the sleep from my eyes and sit up to begin watch.
Okay. Can you see? There. You probably see now. All right. So for your watch, Sixth, I need a perception check and a D100. Make your perception check at disadvantage if you decide to take a peek outside. If not, you can just roll it normally.
Yeah, I will go ahead and take a look outside just for you know.
Okay. Yeah. So looking outside would be a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, a 9 and a D100, please.
And then let me find the dice. Ah, I should have double checked everything before, and I apologize. Oh, they're right here. I'm dumb.
Yeah, also at the very bottom of the chat, there's like a dice tray here with all the
Oh,
dice.
yeah. That's fair. D100. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the format.
All good. 36. All right.
Oh, so Clark. What is it? What is it there that you're reading?
Oh, just a book. Still trying to make sense of it, but it's.
Anything good?
I don't know. I can't read it, and I kind of show her it.
Oh gosh. Looks like a bunch of. It's all Greek to me.
This is Greek, and I hold it upside down.
No, it's just one of those sayings. I'm gonna kind of look outside and just keep an eye out every now and then.
Okay. I need. So you take a look outside with a 9. Okay. Give me one moment. All right.
I'm gonna subtly shift my eyes to a different color too, just to throw in some fun.
All right.
You get bored every now and then.
You take a look outside, and you don't really see much of anything. The fog is a little too dense.
I don't really like fog. Fog obscures and hides and makes things difficult. But would I happen to? Didn't fog like this happen before the Sahagwin showed up?
Actually, no. It was a pretty low fog. Or there wasn't any fog. It was pretty clear
Okay.
when they attacked. They
For
just
some reason, I
attacked
thought they
from
were
under the
fog.
water.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna pull out a small little whittling knife and just begin whittling away a piece of nondescript wood that I happen to have on me, or that I picked up from the beach outside. So it's like driftwood.
Okay. So what are you making, if you don't mind me asking?
I just want to start carving it into the shape of a key.
Okay. Let's see how good this is. Yeah, this is gonna be. Are you proficient in woodworking tools?
Not particularly. It's just a hobby that I have on the side.
Okay. So this is gonna be just a dexterity check. No proficiency.
Gotcha.
Let's see how well this key is made.
Maybe if I can. Why am I not good at this? It's just a D20.
Yes, with your
Okay.
dex.
Gotcha. Normal.
All right. That's decent. So you don't make just like a generic like two teeth skeleton key. You kind of make it a little bit more fancy. The detailing is not perfect, but you're satisfied with your work.
You can see that it's very clearly like it's got like a skull head that you would hold. It's hard to tell what kind of skull, but it's vaguely skull shaped. And sharp, pointy teeth, and just edgy.
I say
I
the
could never get
medieval
the eyes
equivalent of
right.
metal.
What?
I say the medieval equivalent of metal.
What would that be even?
I don't know.
Platinum. Who knows?
As you finish this carving,
That's
about halfway through your watch, you notice that under the crack of the door, the fog slowly starts to recede as the 3 hours of dense fog has pretty much ended. And
Can I take one more look outside before my watch ends?
Sure, go ahead and walk over, open the door.
Another perception?
Well, as soon as you do that, you won't need to make a perception.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I want to open the door.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you do. The door is not locked, so if you want to move your token, open the door and take a peek outside.
I'm just gonna open the door and take a
Alright.
gander.
As soon as you open the door, you see a giant crab with a large like driftwood in its claw, and it just kind of like it's like turns sideways to look at you, and then darts off with the driftwood into the river stream and plunges underneath the water.
Aw, that could have been breakfast.
I mean, you can try to get it if you want. You have the reaction time. Actually, let's if you want, I can roll. Let's roll dexterity. Let's see if you can catch it first, or initiative.
Initiative? Oh gosh,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll do an initiative right now. See if you can catch this giant crab.
Who wants seafood?
Hey, you know what? You go first. So
Oof.
yeah.
Dang.
I just freaked the fuck out because I'm seeing her draw her weapon, I'm assuming.
Probably, yeah, probably.
It's just the little whittling knife that I've still got in my hand already. That I'm
Yeah.
just gonna whoop.
Yeah, if you would like, you can join in on this this initiative if you want, Clark.
I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick. I'm just gonna see if I just start shouting.
Okay. Yeah.
What's going on? Oh, what's happening?
All right, everybody wakes up.
I'm just gonna say
Oliver
breakfast.
is I rush out the fucking door, collared, ready for a fight.
Okay, I'm gonna give Six a chance to like go after this giant crab first before you roll initiative. So Six, what would you like to do in this moment? Seeing this
I'm gonna
giant crab.
Oh, I see breakfast. I don't know what you're talking about. I see crab cakes. I would like to immediately take the little knife that I have and just immediately go at it, trying to go for its tender spots or trying to flip it over to get to its tender underside.
Okay, go ahead and move up to it and make your attack. We might as well just start a battle music here.
Is this actually like a giant crab?
It is a giant crab, yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I've got my little dagger out and I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay, go for it.
Do I have to click on it or no? I just click the.
Just click the dagger, click attack. It's gonna be a normal attack.
Gotcha. I promise I'll get better at all of this.
All good. 19 hits.
I would hope so. And then damage.
Yeah, damage, please.
His damage is going to be 7.
7. All right. So you are able to completely sever the claw that is holding the driftwood, and it just kind of plops to the ground as it just lets it lose its claw. It is down to one claw that is free. Anything else on your turn?
I think that is all I can do, like attack wise. So could I use movement to try to push it over
Push it over.
onto its back?
Yeah, this is going to be a contested athletics check. And this will be your bonus action.
Okay, cool.
This poor crab.
He's just getting murked.
All right. Yeah. You are able to like shove it over, and if a crab could go prone, it does go prone.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would exactly work, but yeah, it is prone. And I'll go ahead and ask the rest of the group to roll initiative, please. To see if any of you go first before this giant crab.
Breakfast, lunch, and probably dinner.
Nori, did you wake up is Nori
Yeah.
okay? Is Nori a
Yeah.
light sleeper? Okay, gotcha.
Who
I
wants
would
a
have
boy?
woken up and just kind of look at the scene, and I mean, does it look like Six has got it?
Probably. It's a giant crab, but it's not. I mean, it's not. It doesn't look too dangerous. No, nothing that Six can't handle.
Right.
Do you need any help over there?
I've dealt with crabbier people in the marketplace.
I sit back down.
All right, I just kind of sit back down and just rub my head and just stay there.
Okay, you've decided not to enter the combat. So we will go on to Sister Evangeline.
I came out here expecting that we were having an actual fight.
Nope.
So upon seeing
It's
it was
the
just
crabs.
yeah, I was like, Clark, I'm going back to bed.
She just ran out, dagger in hand. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so Sister Evangeline has opted to let Six try to catch breakfast.
There is no try.
It is the giant crab's turn. It is going to go after self-preservation here, but it does want to get a little bit of an attack back on you. So it is gonna, kind of scuttle up onto its legs, and it's going to try and grab you with its claw. An 8 to hit does not hit anything.
No.
As soon
sorry.
as soon as it misses, it is going to try and scuttle away towards the water. It took 15 feet of its movement to get up, so you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, absolutely gonna take that.
Go for it. A 14 just barely misses.
Aw. Bollocks.
All right. So it is not yet in the water, but we go up to Clark. Are you deciding to do anything in this moment? Or are you gonna let Sixt have their victory over a crab?
How hungry am I?
I mean, you could eat.
I walk up. Do I see it?
Yeah, you see it.
Okay. I'm going to Sacred Flame.
Okay, so it's gonna make a dex save.
The
Dex
paws
14.
are mine.
Rolled a 10.
You take D8. 8 damage.
Full 8 damage. Okay. With radiant light. This crab is cooked. And it perishes. Just
Oh, look, I
slumping
didn't even have to do anything.
right against the little like lip into the water. And it is dead. And that's the end of combat. 6, you have your breakfast.
Nice. I'm going to thank Clark, tell him he can have a crab cake, and drag the crab into the hut to begin preparing some crab dishes of minuscule amount, because I don't know how big this crab is. How much meat would you say this crab has on him?
It's gonna feed all 4 of you easily, and then some. Yeah.
Jamie got
Then I'm
there.
gonna start making po' boys and like crab cakes and some. You got any vegetables over here, Jamie?
He's a deep sleeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rummage
Great.
around for vegetables.
Okay. You find some like watercress and you know
Try to fashion like a crab meat gumbo situation type thing.
all right. Yeah, you find a lot of like dried seaweed. Um,
Sushi it is.
all right.
And then just do that for breakfast and prepare breakfast for everybody.
Okay.
Clark has lost his appetite. Now that seaweed's in the equation.
I mean, there's
Uh,
other stuff that doesn't have seaweed in it.
All right, I'll move the crab into the middle here as you cook it up, and well, we got another watch to go through. So, as you finish up preparing what you can of this crab, it is time to wake up Nori once again.
I
I'm going to
gently
do
nudge
so.
Nori.
I'm already up. I'm up.
I'm gonna shove a crab cake in her face. Not like directly in her face, but like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hope you're not allergic to shellfish.
Let's go ahead and make a survival check to see how good this is.
Okay.
Well, I was 6th.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Good.
gosh.
I rolled poorly.
I'm gonna start contemplating if this is insensitive to someone of the scene.
Okay.
No.
12. It's not Walmart sushi. That's for sure. It's
What is
not.
Walmart?
It is, basic inland United States sushi, something that you would get in Oklahoma.
Fair enough.
But it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. If you decide to eat of it. But you have some time to get a little bit more rest before you actually have to wake up 6th, and it is Nori's watch. So
Yep. I'm gonna eat my fill, a couple crab cakes, and like a little bowl of gumbo, and then go to bed.
all right. Nori, please give me a perception check and a D100.
Okay.
Thank you for humoring me.
Of course. 36. We rolled that earlier. Go ahead and re-roll that, please.
Crabs.
88. And you rolled an 11. Okay. 88. All right. For this last watch, is there anything you would like to talk to Clark about?
I just look at Clark, just reading his book, and just um. Have you been up this whole time?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I mean, I feel okay. I'm got a little bit of blood on my clothes, but otherwise I'm pretty okay.
Like, uh, like, do you have nightmares or like, why have you been up?
I'm not tired. I don't know how to answer this question.
Like, so, like, do you? When did you sleep?
I didn't.
You don't sleep.
I don't have to. Sometimes, you just have to put a little bit of elbow grease throughout, hard days and just keep on working.
I mean, I can understand that kind of concept, but not sleeping. I've only known very little people who've done that, and usually they're scholars who are driven by information. I guess is I guess you're one of them.
Uh, I guess. I mean, I don't really have a need for information. I'm not too sure if this might seem like an insult to you or your companions or your way of life, but my only goal as an adventurer is to make money, but not really for like a greedy aspect, I guess you could say. More so, so I can support my family.
I I don't. That's not an insult. I mean, that's very noble of you. Um, okay. I just think it's really strange that he just doesn't sleep. Um. Okay. I just look around the area and see that everything, I guess, is taken care of after the events of the crab. Um. So I'm not gonna think too much of just wanting to go outside and go and try and dip my feet in the water.
Okay. As soon as you go to take a step outside, uh, give me a moment. As soon as you go to take up step outside, the door is closed, and as you open the door, you see a man stepping up to try and knock on the door. Oh,
Uh,
good morning.
Morning.
I was going to knock, but it seems I don't have to anymore.
Um,
I need you to make a perception check.
So I see you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Would I get up and see this too?
Yeah, you see this traveler.
17.
uh, you notice as he talks, uh, his canines are a bit longer than normal, and his eyes kind of are a little bit discolored in a dull red.
Mm,
Well,
um,
since you are here to open the door, I I humbly request either one of you or someone who is willing to offer me a token. Something very small.
A token. I'm sorry, but who are you? I
I give
don't.
him a gold piece. I don't have a lot to spare.
Oh, no, I don't need gold.
Oh, I
And
thought
he
you
just
asked for a
kind of.
token.
I am. It's been a long day's travel, or a long night's travel, and I am low on energy. I found myself coming upon this small abode, and I still have about an hour to get to Vandy Bay. But I just need. And he produces a small wooden cup that is kind of fine in a way. I would just need a little bit of blood.
I guess what would my knowledge of vampires be in, the area or the world?
Make a history check. And I'll say you have advantage.
Ooh, nat 20.
Okay.
Oh.
You know with a nat 20 that Umbra is the nobles and the higher ups, the more wealthy part of this nation are mostly vampires, and they don't hide it. This is very well could be someone, maybe not like super high up, but someone who has some say or some wealth to them.
A blue blood.
Okay.
Blood's red, though.
I thought
I
it
kinda-
courteous that I ask first.
I speak up. Would you happen to have any leads on work in the future? If so, I can produce some blood for you.
It's possible. A favor for a favor. A very small one, but
I hold out my hand for a handshake.
he just is kind of apprehensive. And he just holds the cup out.
Fair enough. Okay, I start bloodletting.
Okay. How
Clark.
much blood do you give him in terms of HP points? How much blood do you offer?
So, how much would fill up a cup?
I would say about this cup, I'd say about 5 hit points worth.
Would that take away from temp HP?
Yes.
Or just straight HP?
It would
Gotcha.
be. It would.
I offer 5 temp HP. Or 5 HP, sorry.
He watches you fill the cup up. Not to the brim, but it's a good amount. The most generous of you. I think our agreement would be beneficial.
It's just possible work. If you aren't able to offer anything, that's fine too. But if you do need help, reach out to Captain Black of Avanti Bay.
Captain Black. I think I know of him.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. My name is Vincent.
Clark.
And he holds out his hand for the cup.
Yep, I give it back to him. I thought I gave it to him. That's my fault.
Yeah. He takes the cup, and you see he drinks of the cup of the blood that you have given eagerly, like he is dying of thirst. He finishes the cup, and you see a bit of magic comes out of his fingers to, and you recognize it as just a prestidigitation. He cleans the cup, and he cleans himself. Um, you notice with a 17, Nori, that his eyes brighten a little bit redder, like the blood that he was just given, that he just drank, vitalized him a little bit.
Mm. I just kind of scowl a little bit at him.
I smile.
You should watch. You should watch your expressions here, milady. Might not want to do that around someone not nicer than me.
I think I'm fine.
He gives you like a cheeky smirk. Good day. And he
Safe travels.
very carefully walks over this bridge and out of the compound. But he leaves the area.
Nice fellow.
I'm just brimming with frustration. Clark, why would you do that?
He asked.
That doesn't mean you give.
Well, I mean,
He's
we're
a vampire.
mercenaries. I mean, we're mercenaries. We're trying to find work.
So
Yeah, but we don't have to help him. Certainly not his kind.
It's just a small bit of blood. It's fine. And I look very pale.
I forgot something in your natural 20. So there are some rules that you would know of in Umbra when it concerns vampires and non-vampires. There is laws set in place that vampires are to respect the lesser race, the lessers underneath them, to not blatantly murder them with or ask or take blood without asking. It's just it's upon the vampires to be the better being, so to speak.
Okay.
So him asking was him practicing that, you know, that those rules within Umbra.
Okay. I still don't like him.
It's totally fair.
I just I just decided to leave the house and just go towards the water just to calm down a little bit.
Okay.
Just dip my feet in the water and I'll just stay there until everyone wakes up.
All
I
right.
keep watch of the party.
Sounds good. Your watch passes without any other incident, and towards the end, the sun begins to rise as your 2 hours of watch ends. And everybody can take a long rest.
Woo!
Or hit the long rest button.
You're in my 5 HP.
It's temporary HP, so you are now
Oh,
down
I
to
thought you said we we keep it as long rest.
No, once you lose it, you lose it. That's
Yeah.
temporary HP. But
Gotcha.
But you still have 5 temp because you had 10
Yes.
temp HP.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. All right. So, the sunrise across the ocean is gorgeous, Nori. It is a little bit off since you're not at home, but it's beautiful nonetheless. And can I make it any brighter here? Nope, that's as bright as it'll get. Okay. But yeah, all of you wake up. You find that Clark is still awake, and Nori is no longer in the room. For the rest of you, what is the plan for the day?
Well, while everyone's waking up, I'm gonna wash my shirt from all the blood from last night.
Okay.
I guess once I'll walk
As
over here.
and before putting on my armor for the day, I say to Clark, "Where is Annoy?"
Oh, she's by the shore, and I kind of point in the direction, assuming I can see, even with the map is still set to night.
Yeah, you can see. I'll just go
I'm
ahead
just
and
gonna. Go ahead, sorry.
I'll just go ahead and do this. There you go.
Woo!
Boom.
I'm gonna nudge it. And what'd you do to her? Why is she out there?
We had a visitor. She didn't. I don't think she agreed with what I did.
What did you do?
There was a man who asked for a cup of blood, and I asked for contacts for a job.
It is that moment that Clark could see that Evangeline suddenly becomes a lot more serious. Clark,
Yes.
was this visitor a vampire?
I didn't ask, but he kind of drank feverishly, so I think I think it's kind of obvious.
I grab him in that moment.
Okay.
I want to move back into the house.
You let a vampire go.
I didn't
Uh,
think that was part of the description. I'm sorry. Are we not okay with? I mean, they're about as much people as we are, aren't they?
Sister
So-
Evangeline, may I suggest we just put the poor man down?
I do want to, since you have lived here, Sister Evangeline, you do know that vampires are openly vampires here. And when
Doesn't
they
mean she has to like it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to like it. They do ask people for blood every now and then, but it is definitely your right to say no. And there are laws against vampires just like mindlessly killing non-vampires. However, if the laws are a little bit skewed in a way, the judgment is usually done by fellow vampires, and if they deem that the vampire or the killing of an innocent was consensual in a way, like the vampire asked if they could have blood from the individual and they end up killing him, there's no punishment to the vampire for that.
Yeah. Rebuttal. You know exactly what my order is about.
Uh-huh.
Counter rebuttal. Would Clark know about the? I believe you said some stuff about lore for clerics and the vampires. A while ago, I thought you said they're kind of regulated with them.
Yeah, their clerics and orders like of Sister Evangeline's order is allowed to operate within Umbra. And the upper class, the vampires of Umbra, do give these orders work to do, normally at the border of the Shadow of Dominus, to kill undead that are lesser than uh,
The vampires.
than a vampire. Yeah. And basically this upper class of vampires and non-vampires. What vampires are called here are meliores. And
I'm gonna need you to type that out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and so like the upper class of vampires, any vampire in Umbra are called meliores.
It's a tricky business running with Meliors, you know.
I wouldn't dare call them by that name. They are an affront to my gods.
I'm assuming I'm still inches off the ground.
Yes. And I'm leaning in closer, like nearly snarling this at you.
I blush.
If you let another one go without letting me know, just remember that. And I set him down. And I walk out the door.
Okay.
I spiffy up my very silk shirt.
Okay. All right. So
Packing up things, I would say it's probably best to grab Noel at this point. Nori, are you okay?
Just ignore him. Just looking out.
oh no.
I didn't expect this to be coming into the into play so quickly.
That's what 88 was. So
I'm gonna go out and get Nori and
my
see if I can
fucking
get her to
God.
come in.
So you're telling me if I rolled one less, I would have been in seeing the vampire? Oh,
Yep.
shit. That would have caused so much trouble.
It'd been so much fun, though.
Fun
Opens
fact.
the door, immediately a halberd through the chest. Like,
Fun fact, meliores is Latin for betters.
The better. Oh wow! What a way to just rub it in there.
I think we should offer them a tissue with that, that little brown peak of a nose that they have.
But all right, so a little bit of conflict. It is
Ooh.
early morning. What, if anything, what do you guys do?
I'm going to go outside and see if I can get Nori to come inside so we can start heading back towards town, because that's where I'm assuming it is we need to go again.
Yeah, you have a bounty to collect.
Yeah.
400 gold worth of your first job from Captain Black.
So yeah, I'm gonna go get Nori and bring like a crab cake or a po' boy out with me.
Okay.
I'm. Do I notice that she's approaching?
Oh, I'm not quiet at all. I'm not quiet.
I just quickly wipe my face and then I just turn to her and nod and accept the food offering if there is one.
There is. It's a delicious po' boy, homemade, just like Grandmama used to make. And I've taken on like a subtle Creole accent.
Thank you.
We're
Very
about to
kind of
pack
you.
up.
Okay. Yeah. I'm coming.
I'm gonna whip out a handkerchief real quick and hand it to her and just kind of give her a nod and go on.
Thank you. I just follow after.
Okay. I'll say at this point, Jamie has waken up and he's just kind of sitting up in his bed, all groggy. He just kind of slicks back his hair that was been messed up from a night's sleep, and he looks at the all the crab made stuff, and he's like, "Whoa, all right, breakfast. Whoever did this, thank you."
You're
And
a
I,
very deep sleeper.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I sleep harder than an anchor at the bottom of an ocean.
Fuck yelled loud enough to wake up the entirety of the hamlet, but no, you were just solid as a rock.
Oh yeah. And he starts digging into like he grabs like different
One of
samples,
everything.
one of everything. Yeah, exactly. All right, so you heading back to Vondi Bay?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good time to go anytime soon.
Well, thank you so much, and
Oh
give
yeah, Jamie.
Captain.
By the way,
Yeah.
do you get a lot of Melioras out here?
Sometimes they pass through.
Okay, so
I
just a
mean,
chance encounter then. Okay.
the Melioras only travel at night, so
Oh,
as you see, I don't really see them at night.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah, just wondering.
I usually give them wide berth if I ever see them. Um, don't want any trouble. Um, so
They are the trouble.
I would be careful about saying that in Avandi Bay, especially at night. But I agree. Um, well, it should be nice travels for you. Thanks again. Yeah, and give Captain Black my thanks for for paying you all to come out here and help me with this problem.
Yeah. Don't be a stranger to reach out for help again.
I will. Hopefully, I can get operations back up and running.
I'm just gonna start heading out the door
All right.
after a nod at him.
He nods back.
I give him a soldier salute and head out.
I follow Sixt.
All right. So,
I'm just gonna be burping, smelling like crab the whole time. Just gonna be.
Shellfish.
All right. So, you start heading back to Avandi Bay. I'm actually gonna bring you on here. You were about northeastward. But it takes about an hour to get back, and in that time, there is a chance for something to happen. So, would someone like to give me a D100?
Okay.
Oh, no, you.
I was about to roll it.
Yay!
Was an 88? Fuck. We find him later on. I want to fucking.
Okay. All right then. Give me a moment.
I am terrified.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. Let me go over my spell slots real quick. It's still only 2. God damn it.
How is what is the order of marching order? The road can take 2 by 2. So who's in front?
I'm gonna be in front because I've been here a little bit. Well, not in front, but like I'm gonna take one of the front positions since I walked out the door first.
I'll
Okay.
be right next to Sixt.
I'll be behind the beefcake.
So since it is a beautiful day, we're gonna change the music a little bit. And you are traveling close to the coast.
So I'm gonna, while we're traveling, I'm gonna ask Nori a couple questions just about herself and like, I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna kind of like, seafood doesn't offend you, does it?
No, we eat it quite frequently where I'm from.
Ah,
Oh,
good, perfect.
Right. So who's in front with 6?
I believe Nori said she was.
Nori? Okay. No,
Yeah.
as Sister Evangeline and Clark.
Terrified.
All right.
So what's it like where you're from?
I would say it's pretty similar to Ibandi Bay, just in terms of aesthetic wise. I haven't really been able to venture out or explore much, so I lived a pretty sheltered life.
No real point of reference there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then just keep walking,
Okay.
enjoying my po' boys
I would say
and crab cakes.
a real world reference to where you come from, Nori, is kind of like modern day or like it's like ancient Greece, basically. Um, so uh, lots of islands, lots of coastline. Pretty though.
Hmm.
Nice white
Beautiful.
marble. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very pretty, Sixt, if you ever wish to visit. Lots of
I would
islands.
love that. I've been a few places, but never anywhere quite by, your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Right. As you travel along, you come across a causeway, a little patch of land that cuts off like a lagoon, like a smaller like water source that is a little bit more clear
Sorry.
than the ocean. But really, what really catches your attention is in at the edge of this pool of water between the causeway and the ocean, or on the other side of the causeway from the ocean, is a large, massive shell. And I need everybody to make a perception check.
Oh. Ow.
I look at the crab cakes and I look at the shell.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. So I'll say that. Well, it's pretty easy to see. It is sunny. I was just hoping that nobody rolled a 1. Um, but this is what you see.
still loading. Okay, there we go.
Oh, that is
Oh, that kind of shell.
huge.
I wonder
Yeah.
if there's a perk.
So anybody 10 or above, they are not distracted by the giant shell, but you also see that some giant crabs are blocking your way from going back to Vondi Bay.
And I kind of asked the group, do we want to fight them or?
I don't see many other ways. Fight what?
I mean, I kind of like point at the crabs there on the ground, thinking that she could probably see it.
Yeah. As soon as you pound them out, 6, you're kind of with the 5. You were focused mainly on the giant shell.
Yeah.
But as you are distracted away or pointed away from it, you do see the giant crabs kind of milling about, blocking your way to Avandi Bay.
Oh no. More dinner.
Do we
That's too much crab.
So much crap.
do we want this for dinner? Otherwise, I can try to talk to them.
I was thinking about leading them away, but I think yours might be more resource effective.
You can talk to crabs? I guess
Uh,
you can talk to other things too, huh?
Question to the DM: do they have a swimming speed?
They do.
Okay.
Crab swim.
I mean, I can't have a full-on conversation, but I can just kind of communicate to it that we're friendly and hopefully we can pass.
It's a shame I can't speak crab. I'd like to see that.
Looking at this shell, is anybody proficient in nature?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a nature check. Those who are proficient in nature.
I got a 1. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Actually, this makes perfect sense, Nori. You know that this shell is a discarded shell from a storm crab. Technically a gargantuan monstrosity that likes to be in the depths of the ocean rather than, up near the surface, even though they can come up to the surface sometimes, but they mostly bottom feed off the deeper parts of the ocean. But this seems to be a discarded shell from a storm crab.
Okay. I communicate this to my companions that it seems like it's a discarded shell from a storm crab. Doesn't look like it's near anywhere. I mean, it would be gargantuan, so
Are they edible?
I would stay away from them. They're from the depths, and there's many things beyond there. I wouldn't want to mess with it.
So yes, but not fun.
Yeah, not fun. Not fun at
Ah,
all.
well damn. I was getting hungry again.
You just what?
How are we going to proceed here?
I'm gonna say it. Everyone just hide the seafood while I go and
I'm
try
just
to
gonna eat the
communicate.
last 2 crab cakes. Done.
I'm gonna go up and walk up to them and just kind of communicate that we're friendly by smiling and waving and
All right.
skirting around them.
Go move your token to where you get to try and talk to him. And you all can move however you want. Okay, so you get that close. What exactly do you say?
Just don't mind us. We're just passing through. Don't want to harm you.
they all like the front one kind of turns to you and kind of tilts sideways, kind of like he's tilting his head a little bit, but like his whole body tilts sideways.
It's like a puppy. It's when they do the head tilt.
Yep.
Doesn't understand.
And do you understand when they talk back?
I don't believe so. No, I cannot.
You see, it just kind of looks at you like it tilts itself back, and it starts like clicking its claws, like in a rhythm, a little bit, like dump, 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 like one after the other, like just a rhythm. Just one claw closes, clicks, the other claw clicks, and it starts like shuffling backwards, and the others join in.
Not to you know, question your abilities here, but that doesn't look too promising.
I got an idea.
Sister Evangeline, are you moving up? Where are you at?
Atlanta.
Oh, there she goes.
Sorry, I didn't realize we were moving them.
All good. Let me move it up.
Let me try this. I'm going to summon 3 seagulls with Flock of Familiars.
Okay.
I want to have them get almost close enough for them to get grabbed, but then like fly away further this way.
You see all these giant crabs are clicking in unison, their claws in a rhythm. And they look at they don't seem interested in your flock of familiars at all.
Oh.
But they have made a blockade in front of you. And it's at this moment,
Oh no.
from inside the shell, you see 2 massive claws come out of the lip.
Oh,
And
you said it. Oh.
It scuttles this massive crab that is much bigger, scuttles forward. And you see it is not following the rhythm, but it just kind of clicks its claws menacingly at you.
Now, can we eat him?
As soon as you say that, I need
Oh
you.
shit!
I need you to roll initiative,
Shit.
everybody.
Fuck. Sorry, pardon my language. I forget.
How long did it take for that crab to get out?
Oh god.
It moved its
Uh,
full movement, which was 20 feet.
Okay, I was about to say, because if it's been a minute, my birds are gone. Things are not
I'm
looking
just
good for me.
imagining like the battle start music from like old PlayStation 2 games when you walk over the place that's got the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Guys, I'm sorry.
They smell the crab.
Yeah, we're in
Oh, no. Oh
inside.
yeah, that's fair.
Okay. This hulking crab has made an aggressive move towards you. And Sister Evangeline, you're up.
Okay.
Awful ballsy for somebody within eating distance.
Perfect. I
What
need to
stat
remember how to
block am I
play.
using these birds for?
What is the thing that makes I'm gonna empower my weapon? What the fuck was it called?
You have a spell?
Channel Divinity, Sacred Weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to basically shroud my halberd in holy light and rush forward towards the huge crab.
Okay.
I'm going to strike it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that will be a plus. Oh shit! So it's going to be a +8. So +4 to whatever this is.
Okay.
So 14? No.
14. You strike. That's an unarmed strike.
What the fuck? Oh, well, hold on.
6. What's your modifier? +8.
On what?
Okay, so it's
Um,
going to be a 26.
hold on. I'm taking the 6 from the first roll.
That's fair.
And you said +8 to this attack, so 14.
Yes.
Okay, so you go to plunge your halberd into this carapace, and it just stops.
Yeah.
You hit, but you do no damage to it.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
Uh, let's say no.
Okay. 6th.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I want dinner, so we are going to take our rapier and where are we at? Oh, it's right there. Let's see, how far can I move? Where do I find that?
It should be like 30 feet.
Right, so okay. I'm actually gonna move right here, if and I may, which is 30 feet. And we are going to take our short bow and hopefully get somewhere with that.
All right, so Sir Evangeline is in melee, so you do have sneak attack if you hit.
Cool. Okay. How would I do the sneak attack? Or would we just add it on to it later?
Add on to it later.
Okay, cool. Normal.
22 hits.
Okay.
So roll your short bow damage as normal.
Gotcha.
9.
For a total of 9.
All right. And roll your sneak attack damage.
2d6, so... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but... That's for the modifier. Oh, okay. I got that now.
Yeah, roll another d6.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
2 plus.
Well, no, because it's just 2d6. I just accidentally added the modifier, so I'm just rolling 2d6.
Yeah,
if that-
it rolled 1d6. So roll
It
another d6.
rolled 1d6 plus 2.
Right. So roll another d6 because it's supposed to be 2d6, not 1d6 plus 2. So you might get more damage here.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure we were both on the same page. I didn't want to get
7
points when I didn't, get them.
7 points of damage for the sneak
Okay.
attack.
Just
All
trying
right.
to make sure I wasn't accidentally abusing the system or nothing.
Nope. You're good. All right. So, you find purchase in between the shell. You find a soft spot with one of your arrows.
Would I know since I'm apparently proficient in crab right now, where the soft spots are so I could tell others.
Yeah, in the
that I'm feeling.
joints, like where its mouth is, like just under the hard top shell.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just gonna yell out, aim for the squishy parts.
yeah. Okay. Anything else on your turn? Or
Nope, that's going to end me.
okay, Nori.
I'm gonna rage.
All right.
I'm not
I
gonna
forgot
forget
you were a
this time.
barbarian.
Bonus action rage.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to hit it with my great axe.
Okay. Go ahead and
Move
move up to where you want to be.
right there.
All right.
Oh,
A natural 20. Okay. Go and roll your critical damage, and we're gonna add a just plus 12 to whatever you roll. Okay. What is your rage damage added? Like plus 2, I believe.
yeah, +2.
So 16 plus 12
Ouch.
is 28. Nice. You find a real soft spot with your blood axe, right in between the hard lower plate and the tough upper plate, and it's a good hit. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay, Clark.
One question first. First thing first. So would my familiars be within combat as well?
Yes, they would be.
Gotcha.
They'll
What
go on
are
your
the
turn.
rules? What are the rules for? I forgot the name. Where if you're one person's on one side of the crab and the other person's on the other side, where you get
Flanking.
advantage.
Flanking.
Flanking. Would they also be procking flanking as well?
If they are attempting to attack, yes.
Okay. With 50 fly movement, I want to have one burb right here for flanking with Nori, one burb right here for flanking with Evangeline, and one burb right here, assuming that 6 gets closer.
Okay. Let me just.
I'm using the Raven stats because Find Familiar use. That's what Flock of Familiars is a Find Familiar stats rules, and I just picked Raven because it's the simplest thing.
Okay. Give me a moment.
It's a bird.
I thought Owl would be too powerful, so.
Did you make them seagulls?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Don't you hear him on the soundtrack?
It was my really crappy seagull impression. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be here all week.
I didn't hear it at all. It is too high pitch.
Give it your ownership.
There we go.
Still didn't hear it. Too high pitch.
Yeah.
All right. So here are your ravens.
Thank you, Chris. Since they all have to attack, I'll just do their attacks at the end. Probably not going to hit, but have to do it for flanking. So what I'm doing on my turn is I'm going to Sacred Flame, make that big crab make me a little tappy dance with a DC 14 dex.
DC 14 dex, okay. It's really bad at this. It rolled a 1 on a natural 2.
8.
All right, 8 points of damage.
That's my turn. Going to have my Ravens attack. Let's see. 8, 16, 14.
What's their modifier? You can use...
Oh, right. I can just add them into
Plus
things.
4 to hit, and they do 1 piercing damage.
Yeah. I was trying to do the math for you. That's my fault.
Okay, so the 8 doesn't hit, so 2 hit, so it does 2. You do 2 piercing damage with 2 of the ravens. There you go.
I end my turn.
Okay. It is now the hulking crab's turn. It has been teed off on, and it is not liking that. So it's going to take both of its claws and 1 attack for each Nori and Sister Evangeline.
As it goes to attack, I'm just gonna be like, somebody's crabby, and chuckle to myself.
Nori, what's your AC?
17.
All right, that one hits. You take it was a low roll. 17 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are
It
grappled.
was a low roll.
Yeah, it was.
Hi.
So that's halved. So you take 9. Nope. 8.
Okay.
8 points of damage. Sister Evangeline. I assume a 15 does not hit you.
No.
Okay. All right. You are now grappled, Nori. But it is Sister Evangeline's turn.
Okay. I suppose I don't get advantage for those call-outs on hit
You
the
do.
squishy spots. Oh, I do?
You get advantage from the flanking from the ravens. Or the
You're
seagulls.
welcome.
I shall attack.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I'm going to pump a smite into it.
Okay.
If I can remember how to do that.
Math.
First I'll do a menacing attack, which means when I hit with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to add to the total damage of the roll. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, it's frightened.
Okay.
So a d6. So 3 damage on top of the damage I haven't even rolled.
All right. 3.
Roll this damage. 5 regular slashing and then a smite pumped in, if I could find it.
8 total.
Divine Smite, here you are. What levels can I smite at? First level so far. So it's 2d8. Shit. Not the best rolls.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
Alright, there's 2 5s. Oh, no, wait, what? Yeah, there's 5. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, you get a hit in.
Alright, and I guess it saved the frighten.
No, it is frightened of you.
Oh, nice.
Okay. There we go. Sixth, you're up.
I am going to pop off another shot at it, and just make a quip about it being brined instead of salty, because seawater.
Sure, yeah.
And I say this to the dismay of everybody, because I'm sure by now my jokes are getting very annoying.
A 13 sadly does not hit. Your AR Your arrow bounces off the hard carapace of this top shell.
Well, I don't got one for that, so we're good.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
I am going to just stay put at this point. Nothing else I can do right now, so.
Okay. Nori?
I'm grappled, right?
You are grappled, yes.
What does that mean?
So your speed is 0. You cannot move unless you escape, which is going to be
Fun.
an athletics check, or strength check,
Okay.
DC 15. But you can still attack while you're grappled.
Oh, well then I'll just attack then.
All right.
Don't you get advantage for having a flank?
Yeah, you
Even
do.
grapple?
Oh.
You can reroll? No, you don't need to.
22 does hit.
Okay.
Uh, 6 plus 2 is 8 damage. All right. It is.
I'm gonna have to change my name because every time you say 6, I'm thinking you're talking to me for whatever reason.
Yeah, maybe. All right. So it is so close. You have carved into this thing a few times and really did some damage to it. But it is Clark's turn.
I make it do a little dance for me while I make it do a dex save with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
I didn't know we were having a crab boil.
It failed its save. Clark, how do you want to do this?
I make stars go into its eyes, and then it dies from being blinded so hard.
Okay.
One would say it was by the light.
Yeah, so you blind it and cook it with radiant damage, just like you did the giant crab. And it slumps to the ground and releases you, Nori. You are no longer grappled. But it is dead. The giant crabs, seeing its, well, bigger brother fall. We're going to change up the music again. The rest of the giant crabs begin to scuttle around it. They don't pay any mind to you, but they begin devouring the giant, hulking crab right before your eyes.
Waste not, want not.
Circle of life. I have my birds check out inside the shell.
Okay. Roll me a D100. Well, first roll me a perception check with the ravens. You should be able to move the ravens.
Okay. Oh, okay. If I can. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gave ownership. That's why. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Would you just want one roll, advantage, or 3 separate rolls?
3 separate rolls.
That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And then it's your D100.
All right, 83. They scout out the inner workings of the shell, and The one that rolled an 18 or a natural 17 begins to cry out that it's found something.
I look through its eyes.
You see a beautiful silver and bronze trident.
I think ahead of time, hey, I'm not too sure if you guys are very attached to your weapons, but there's a trident inside the shell. They can't pick it up, so you got to go inside.
Would it be racist to say this is probably for the fish person?
I think it would be racist, yes.
Go check it out.
Okay.
I crawl inside with Nori showing her.
All right. Nor you crawl inside the shell and you catch the seagull that has signaled that they have found this trident. It is a gorgeous, pristine looking trident of bronze and silver. And you see its aesthetic is very much seaworthy. It has like the handle of it is like looks like an elongated squid tentacles that are wrapped like tight. Um, and there are like different fish that are kind of like ornament ornamental fish on the handle and even at the base of the three-pronged trident. It's pretty.
I think this was made for you, I'll be honest.
Can I determine if I can use it underwater?
You can pick it up if you want.
Okay. I pick it up. It seems like it's better than the one I have on me.
Yeah, I rejoin the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I walk out.
Walking past the hulking crab, would I understand like the rules that you said a while ago. Hey, we're just kind of doing things by ear. Is there anything that would be that people would want off the hulking crab?
Like shell or anything like that?
Yeah, like if like a sailor wants like something or like pretty much I'm just asking, hey, would it be worthwhile taking it or take any pieces or no?
Maybe.
I mean, I would imagine how hard is how hard is the shell? I'm assuming it's like chitinous.
Yeah. So it has 17 AC, so it's pretty thick and hardy. Uh, the top shell could be maybe fashioned into a bit of like medium armor, um, or like the pointy legs underneath could be fashioned into some sort of spear or javelin of some sort. The claws could be fashioned into some maul of some sort or
Speaking of
warhammer.
claws, I would like to try to crack one of them open to grab some of the nice tender claw meat and try to
Okay.
pack it away, wrap it in some seaweed that I can get anywhere, and
Make a survival check.
perfect.
And anybody can help out with this. Um, Nora, you pick up the trident, and you feel like you can tap into its enchantment. You just need to reach out for it.
Okay. I do so.
All right. You spend an action to attune yourself to
Oh,
the trident,
okay.
and you have a trident of fish command.
Cool.
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Go ahead and add that to
Wow.
your inventory.
See, this is the difference between you and me. You thought Aquaman, and in my head, I immediately said Mermaid Man.
Tentacle boy.
All right. So is Clark leading the survival, the like gutting of this?
Oh, I was just helping out with the claw. I don't believe anyone here would find a lot of use for the hard shell.
Okay. You see, as you start like gutting this crab, the smaller crabs just kind of like scuttle away. They don't want anything to do with you.
Good. You're small fries anyway.
All right. 18 is good enough to get one claw and 4 legs worth
Delicious.
of stuff. 6, you were trying to get meat. Go ahead and roll survival check.
Specifically.
Oh, I was helping her with the meat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
18, you get a pretty decent amount of meat. Probably like 25 pounds worth of meat.
Oh, that's a lot of meat.
It's a huge creature. It has a lot of meat on it. Yeah.
No, that's not rations. That's just rank.
Yeah, 25 pounds of crab meat that you could possibly sell to the inn that you have rooms at.
I'm gonna divvy out some for the inn, but I'm also gonna divvy out some. Would I know of any like soup kitchens or like poorhouses that might need some additional food? Orphanages would be great too.
Make a history check. You really haven't been in Avandi Bay long enough, but we'll see if you've passed by a couple. You could probably find. You don't know any place specific, but you could probably find something like in the slums of Avandi Bay.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep that in mind and pack some away for that as well.
Okay. And just say you have 25 pounds worth of crab
Yeah.
meat. Nori, you have attuned to this trident of fish command. Do you play with it at all?
Can I want to try to see if I can attack underwater with it without disadvantage.
Uh,
Send a bird underwater. Just kidding.
it does not say that uh that it ignores the
Would it be
mechanic.
maybe in her racial traits then, because she is a sea elf? Wouldn't they be proficient with like those type of weapons and stuff potentially?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, no, sea elves don't get that kind of ability. Everybody's just kind of messed up underwater when
It
it
might have
comes
been
to
in
attacking.
Pathfinder too.
Yeah. Um, but you feel like you could probably dominate something with a swim speed.
All right.
Bring it under your will.
Okay. But
If you haven't looked at the Trident of Fish command yet,
yeah, I have.
okay. So you have 3 charges, and you can spend 1 charge to dominate beast. Any beast with an innate swimming speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Okay. It takes you a bit of time to collect everything from this crab, but you do so within an hour and a half. During this hour and a half, while Sixt and Clark are working, what are Nori and Sister Evangeline doing?
I think I'll just have a look along the beach. Just
Okay.
seeing what I can see. It's not often that I get to see sights like this.
Yeah. Make a perception check. Alrighty. You look out into the distance, and while it is apparent you can see like seagulls, just a flock of seagulls passing by. You don't see anything of curious note, but the view is gorgeous. You're looking out over a pristine ocean, the waves rolling in steadily,
Yes.
and the breeze is quite nice. It's a nice 70 degrees. Nori, are you doing anything while they work?
Well, I'm just gonna, I guess, just play with the new trident while I kind of stand in the water
Okay.
right here. Yeah, just kind of, feeling how it feels
It feels good.
attacking. Yeah.
Um, you're proficient with tridents, yeah?
Mm, I think so.
If it's let's see, what are tridents are martial weapons, I believe, maybe.
I think
Yeah, it's a
barbarian should be
martial.
proficient.
I'm trying to find it. Is it-
Are you using the website, Danny?
My character sheet.
Your weapon proficiencies will be in that one that
Oh
says
yeah,
ability saves.
martial. Yeah, I am. Cause it's a martial weapon.
All right, so you are proficient.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it feels good. It feels natural to wield this weapon, and as you play around with it and wait for Sixt and Clark to finish up their work with the crab, let's go ahead and take a short break there before we head on back to Vondi Bay. All right, we're back into it. So, you have collected your prize of crab meat and crab carapace and all sorts of crab things. You've gotten a new weapon and a beautiful view. And now, I assume, you all continue on to Avani Bay, which is just a short, additional 25-minute walk to the city. You reach the gates in broad daylight. You are met with little to no ceremony, just the daytime guards on duty, which you would know as they are called the Scarlet Guard, and this is what they look like. But you're free to move into the city, and I assume you're headed for your inn. Are there any pit stops you would like to make?
Did Captain Black say to meet him back at the inn or back to him?
Yeah, he said he would be around the inn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say inn then.
Okay, so as you make your way through the city streets, you pass by the poorer side of town, passing by different streets, small, narrow streets, narrower alleyways. And as you're going through this part of town, who has the highest passive perception here? What are your passive perception scores?
Where do I see that again?
It would
Under
be
saving thrones and senses.
Are you in full screen or half screen, QB?
Full.
Left hand side, middle thing, right underneath the saving throws.
Past 12.
13.
13.
11.
Okay. Well, I'm just checking if none of you are negative. Because as you march your way through the city streets of the slums, the poor section, you hear a cry out. A cry of not elation, but despair from one of the alleyways.
I look towards it.
Down this alleyway, you see the backside of homes and people rushing to a particular backyard per se of a home, and a crowd has formed.
I'll go have a look.
Something's happened.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll follow as well.
Okay, so Sister Evangeline,
Same with me.
Nori, Clark, and Sixt. You push your way through the crowd to the small gated section of this alleyway in the rougher part of town. And what you see before you is a heartbreaking sight. A man is on his knees next to a woman's body, and it is limp, pale. I'll just move you here.
First and foremost, is it like blood splattered everywhere, or is it like she just like fainted?
You see the figure, the woman is white, pale white.
Do I recognize what this might have been?
You would need to get closer.
I would.
Run on in for a medicine check.
Okay. You shuffle on in, and this man is clutching this woman tight to his body, and he doesn't even see you. He doesn't even realize you have walked into his backyard, desolate as it may be. But you can get a closer look at it. Do all of you walk inside and try to get a better look at the scene?
Yeah, I'll
I'll
stay
stay back
hidden.
outside a little bit right here, just to
Yeah.
kind of watch the rest of the hall.
Yeah,
For
you
the
see, I don't have any tokens, but you see, like, all the people are kind of like pushing forward, trying to take a peek at what's happened. You see some of them just kind of look, and some of the people next to you, Six, like, just kind of like click in disappointment and move on, go about their business.
an ear out to see if I can hear anybody chattering about what possibly went down.
Okay, make a perception check. The rest of you that are actually trying to look at the body and see what happened, medicine check.
At this point, I'm kind of talking to him while trying to check her pulse or any form of like attack. Okay, friend. Here, tell me what happened. It's like checking her
18.
pulse, hearing anything.
You said perception.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
There's too much chatter. Can't really pay attention.
17.
17. 18, 17. Okay, do you actually try to like physically touch the body?
Yeah, I'm trying to like talk to him and like see if there's like any form of pulse at all.
As soon as you try to touch the body, he finally realizes that like how close you are, and he just who, who the fuck are you? Get away! Get away!
I
And
put
he,
my hands back. I'm saying, I just want to help. Please let me help. Is there something I can do?
with an 18, as he moves his hand away from the body of Sister Evangeline, you see upon the neck 2 puncture wounds right at the jugular.
It is in that moment that I try to meet the eyes of Clark, and I
I'm
just
not even looking at her.
okay.
Who who are you? What? Why?
I'm here to help. I can heal if you let me try to help.
You can't do anything. It's too late.
With that 17, did I earn anything
You
else? Or no?
you glance over at the neck of the victim, and you see the 2 puncture marks. Nora, you can't see them. The head's lulled in such a way that your point of view, you can't see it. But you, Clark, and you, Sister Evangeline, you see the 2 puncture marks on her neck and her jugular.
Oh,
What's going on?
This is what you perpetuate.
I'm ignoring Evangeline at this point.
Why? Why are you here?
I only wish to help.
Any? Do you have any symbols of any kind? Like,
None other than on my book from I can't call it my Patreon. Meta talking patron.
Benefactor.
all right,
Benefactor.
nothing he would recognize, but he does glance over to Sister Evangeline, and he does recognize the symbol that you have. Can you help her?
We'll do what we can.
And he kind of carefully sets the body down. No longer in his lap, but he remains on his knees, just through tear-stained eyes. He just kind of lolls back and looks at you, Sister Evangeline, expectedly.
I look up over to Clark and say, "You fix this."
Seeing how I now have permission, I'm going to pump 4 charges of healing light into her.
Okay. Your first healing light touches the cold body, and you know that she is too far gone. It has been hours. With your 17 medicine check, you know she passed sometime in the early morning.
I regret to inform you that I do not believe she's with us anymore.
I figured she was too far gone.
Is there anyone that you wish us to call for you?
No.
I see.
Sixth, with a natural one, the scene before you is a little too distracting to overhear any conversation. But as soon as the crowd had gathered, most of it has dispersed. Like as if this is a sad sight, but it's not affecting anybody else's day traumatically.
Just another day.
Just another day.
I wish to talk to the man.
You wish to talk to who?
The man. I assume husband.
You look to him. He's just kind of like 1,000-yard stare at the woman, the dead woman before him, and he kind of brushes her hair out of her face, and his fingers kind of gently fingertip the wound that is now apparent on her neck.
I know how you must feel. And I will let you know that I, if not the people around me, will make this right. In the meantime, if you wish to join with my order and see justice done and safety to yourself, I can direct you to where you may need to go to find my temple and my people's order. They will take you in.
Where is it?
And I will pull out a map and show him the safest routes back to my home temple.
Which is in Calidor.
Yeah.
It's a far distance. It's a few days on foot.
I'm going to give him 50 gold.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm also going to give him some of the extra portion of crab meat that I have gathered. We'll give him a couple of pounds.
He politely refuses the crab meat. I don't need that. Thank you. They did this.
Indeed.
See.
I don't need your money. I know what to do. And he hands you back the 50 gold. First, I need to bury her.
Allow me to help.
And you see he picks up the body. And he carries her out into the alleyway, kind of just gently avoiding any unnecessary contact with the rest of you.
I'm going to move out of his way as he's coming through to make it a little easier on him.
Mm-hmm. While you're in this empty space, as he moves the body of this woman out, you haven't caught his name yet, but the people inside here, I will allow another investigation or perception check.
Investigation I'm proficient in.
Does anybody want to help Sixth out, or you can roll individually?
I was going to go across the street. I just didn't want to interrupt your roll. If it's
I'll
okay
help
for
her
me to go
out.
over here and ask around. Can I do a persuasion check with any neighbors instead?
Give me a sec for that.
Sure.
With a 21, Nori, you spot something weird underneath a bit of like scrap wood in the corner, and you just kind of point it out to Sixth, and I'll give Sixth an advantage for investigation.
So I see whatever it is that is being pointed out.
If you want to point it out, Nori.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation again.
With advantage or just normal?
Just normal. You're
Gotcha. Just double checking.
natural 20.
Ah, nat 20.
Yes.
Okay.
At least I'm not blind.
The something weird you get a closer look at, and you kind of like move some stuff out of the way, and it's kind of like a spherical, well, not really spherical, but like a something wooden is peeking out that is different than the scrap wood. It looks more intact, and you kind of jostle it free and take it out, and it is a fine wooden cup.
Oh, oh. Uh,
Nori,
okay.
you've
I'm
seen
just gonna
this.
hold it up to Nori.
You've seen this exact cup a few hours earlier.
I'm on the other side of the alley.
Dread
Oh.
washes over my face, and I just say,
You look like you've seen a ghost.
"Bring it to Clark."
Oh no. And I head out the door to go follow Clark
I'm
with the
updating
cup
my
in hand.
notes. Vincent, move from allies. There
And
we
just
go.
like that.
Okay, as while you're trying to like scouting that out, Clark, you go over to this the next door neighbor or the neighbor across, and you knock on the gate, and the person here just kind of opens the gate, and it's an older, like late 50s man. He's kind of very skinny. He's got like this skull cap on, like he works the docks when he can, when he feels up to it. And he's got kind of like this old, like it's a pipe. It's not lit, but it's a very old and just kind of like not put together properly pipe, and he's just kind of chewing on the end. Yeah, what can I help you with?
Sorry to bother you this dreary morning. I was hoping if you could inform me if you were around here for the past few hours.
Uh,
Heard any scuffles? Any
yeah,
information be helpful?
I've been here. Um, taking my day off. I woke up late, but been here the whole time.
Gotcha. And no signs of like struggles, or just not awake at this point.
Not that I could hear.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Okay, I rejoin with the group, and I see the wooden cup.
Fucking weirdo.
Fair enough. I'm glad I didn't fix your fucking pipe then, bitch.
uh, Sister Evangeline, you follow this man down the street, and it's not far till you get to what is essentially an undertaker, someone who makes coffins, and he brings her inside, and he, through a gruff voice that has clearly been in despair, Maury, I need a box. I can't pay for it. And you
I
see.
would be happy to.
Okay. And you see the Undertaker named Maury. Looks very solemn. Gee, all right. I'm sorry, Wade. I'll get right to it. And he starts sifting through the boxes and tries to find the correct height. It takes a while, so you're waiting here a while, Sister Evangeline. Is there anything you'd like to say to the man that was called Wade by this Undertaker Maury?
You must know that her suffering has ended, and those that have done it to her will be eternal.
I told her. I told her she didn't have to. She didn't have to work.
She was out working.
She was supposed to be at work. I was surprised when I saw her on the ground.
You did not see who did this?
No. I worked the graveyard at the docks. She works at the castle.
During the day?
During the day. She's technically their graveyard shift. She was supposed to be there. But something happened.
I'm sorry, let me make this clear. How long ago was this attack?
I saw her last night. Before I left. It must have been this morning. Or late at night. Why I don't know why she came out. She knows when it's dark she's not supposed to answer the door or come outside. I told her, don't even give them a chance. Don't even give them the opportunity to possibly make a mistake. According to them. According to them, this is a mistake.
Their existence is a mistake, an affront.
But they have all the power. And we're
Even gods die.
Hey, for the first time, he was just like speaking into the air, and he looks back at you, Sister Evangeline. What are you gonna do? You gonna take out every single one of them?
if
You
the
gonna
strength is given to me.
you gonna lead a rebellion against immortals? Fat fucking chance. I don't believe you.
It is in that moment that I raise to my full height, and my golden wings sprout from my shoulders, and I say, as my vow, as a Valkyrie, but if not even that, as a vow to one of the people that lives among you, that is my mission. And I will honor it with every ounce of strength I have.
Make a persuasion check. $18. You see, to counter this up, make a insight check.
All right. Don't fail me, please.
It's hard to see, but you don't get a bad reaction, but you can't tell if it's a good reaction either. It's just you didn't get the insight enough
Yeah.
to tell. But it's good that it wasn't a bad reaction to your vow. And he just kind of closes his mouth and looks back at his wife in his arms. And you see him kind of get tired. And he decides to place her gently onto a table that is made for cadavers. And at this moment, we'll swing back to the rest of the group with Sixt holding this cup out to Clark.
I was told to show you this.
I am struggling to keep my smile.
What happened last night?
I told you what happened. A person came by asking for a token, and then I gave it to him, looking for work, and then he left.
I want to see if I can detect if he's telling me the truth or if I can discern whether or not, like the token that was given.
I visually show her my bandaged hand.
You gave what were they called?
Oh, you mean the actual name?
Yeah.
Melioris?
You gave Amelioris your blood
They asked.
and sent them on their way.
Yes.
I'm going to give a deep sigh and just shake my head and turn to Nori. I take it you've seen this cup then.
Yeah, I saw him give the blood.
Is it the same cup that the blood was given in last night?
Um,
Yeah?
yeah, it looks to be the exact same.
Do I notice any like are there any like family marks or crests or anything on said cup that I
Uh,
could maybe use to identify the Melioras who owns it?
with a 25 investigation, you recognize some of the markings. This cup has ties like it's not like specific ties, but general ties to the Avandi family.
Of the Avandi Bay.
The exact same family that this city is named after. So, noting that, it could be any of the Melioras.
Oh, well, that doesn't help out very much then, does it? I'm just going to give another general sigh and
But I will say, since you haven't seen this cup before now, you probably wouldn't be able to tell if it's the exact same cup as last night because you weren't there. You didn't actually see it. This would be this would have to be a high roll for the people that have already seen it.
Let me see.
But with the 25, you do know that it is definitely a Melioras cup.
okay, that's fair. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Gotcha. I mean, I'll take it. I'll examine it. What role is this?
Investigation.
Gotcha. I will be adding guidance.
Okay.
I think I failed.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's. I mean, it was a pretty basic cup last night. You don't really see any. You didn't really catch any telling marks, and you can't see any now.
Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
All right, so there is no actual way for us to determine to whom this cup belongs at this current juncture.
Very long shot in the dark. Detect magic.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
You sense a very faint, like, abjuration on the cup.
Abjuration.
Yep.
I use my free use of Identify today for it.
It's just a basic enchantment to keep the cup whole, so it doesn't get any, like, nicks, or it doesn't deteriorate. It's just a simple enchantment to make sure it's unbreakable.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess we just keep it for the time being.
Okay, mark that you have a Melioras cup.
Do you want that 6?
Sure, I'll put it in my inventory.
Specifically, a Melioras cup, that is marked with the Avandi family markings.
Okay, let's see here. How do I add stuff?
It would be a custom item. You can put it on your D&D Beyond, and I'll update your Foundry sheet to show
All
it.
right, I'll just jot it down in my notes and do that tonight.
Okay.
All right. So I guess we go and find Evangeline and see what we need to do now. I mean, not much else we can do here.
I do bring it up with 6. I did ask them to meet up with Captain Black. There's a chance that they've already come in contact. Should we reach out to Captain Black then?
That's probably a good idea at that point, then, yes.
Okay. Let's head over to the tavern for a time being. I'm sure Evangeline knows where to find us.
All right. Yeah, I follow him to the tavern.
I just go along with the group.
Okay. Evangeline.
Yep.
It's about 10, 15, 20 minutes till Maury finds the right size box for Wade's wife, and you help out with a short, sweet ceremony. Is there anything specific you would like to say to, you know, uh, any rights that you would that you have? Uh, I don't know how to say this. Any rights that you would like to say over this funeral?
Eulogy.
Eulogy. Yeah.
Put me on the spot here. Uh,
If any, you can say that you say something along the lines of you give a nice eulogy, a prayer for the passing.
In the language of Celestial, I say the vows of funeral rites and the safe passage to the land of the dead.
Okay. You say a prayer to the goddess of death to watch over her passage to the afterlife. And there's a light from your prayer that washes over this body. And you see the light makes the shadows shift, and the woman that you see before you looks at peace now, not so ragged and left out to die like you once found her. And you see Wade gives a heavy sigh of like something like a breath that he's been holding on to. It just releases as you do this. And with that, Maury gently closes the coffin. I'll find a nice spot for her, Wade. Don't you worry about that.
I thank you. Go in peace.
Marianne was a good one. Ortra will take care of her in the afterlife.
As they always do.
And you see Wade just kind of slumps a little bit, places his hand over the coffin. I'll either see you real soon or we'll get my revenge. I promise you that, my sweet Mary. And he looks up at you. And he takes out the map that you gave him. I was about to do something stupid, but I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust that you got this. And he just kind of like looks at the situation, like he looks around at the situation at hand. There's nothing for me here anymore.
No.
I'm Wade Stewart, by the way. And he holds out a hand.
I am Sister Evangeline.
And he shakes it. He nods, sniffs back some residual grief, and walks out. The rest of you are headed back to the inn. And, well, let's get rid of the seagulls for now as you.
Hello, Wade.
Sister Evangeline's not there yet.
Nope.
But you walk in the mid morning, and you see. Wait, where is Captain Black? There he is. You see Captain Black seated at a table in the corner, looking over a book, a ledger of some sort. Just the three of you? Did Sister Evangeline die or something? Oh, why do I have an accent like that?
I blame Six.
Yeah, the country accent.
Hey, now leave me alone.
Did Sister Evangeline die or something?
No, she's currently handling something that we ran into in the middle of town. Quick thing before we talk business.
Yep.
You haven't happened to come in contact with anyone named Vincent, what have you?
No. Not yet.
Gotcha. I sent someone your way. They seem to be of the Avandi family, perhaps.
Yeah,
But
you sent a Melioras on me, to me.
for potential work before recent events.
All right, this should be interesting. Why?
Well, you told us to start it up as a mercenary group, and that's already biting me in the ass.
Okay. Well, part of what I do could be considered illegal, and you decided to send a Melioras on to meet me.
To be fair, I am new at this.
That's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've never heard of a Vincent, and you said Avandi.
Yes.
It might be okay, but we'll see. That's for sure.
Gotcha. So I assume we're going to wait for Evangeline unless someone else wants to ask Captain Black something.
Well, how did it go?
Oh, Jamie's alive.
Well, that's good.
And we have more crab meat than you could ever possibly eat in a lifetime.
All right.
I'm gonna pull out like one of the 25 pounds of just massive like claw meat. And it's the claw.
Oh boy. Yeah, give it to the kitchen. Let's see what they can whip up with it.
I'm gonna run off to the kitchen staff.
Okay. You run off, slipping into the kitchen, and you see before you a very tall, like even taller than Captain Black, and even more muscular. It seems like this guy is a full blood orc in the kitchen, and here he is.
I love them.
He is kneading some dough and kind of like it looks like he's making some maybe gnocchi. But he looks up. Hey, Who are you?
Names are not of importance at this moment in time, my good sir. What I do have for you, however, is I'm just gonna pull out the giant stack of crab meat, and it's the claw meat.
You see his eyes, like his brows were like very heavy, and it kind of like makes him squint a little bit. You can barely see his eyes, but as soon as you show him the huge amount of crab meat, you see his brows just lift up, like, and you can see his like black beady eyes just shine through, and Keen's gonna like you. I'm Keen.
I've
Nice to meet you.
just on mine, Keen. I do have one condition for this transaction, however.
You're getting the first one.
I'll take that as well. On top of that, though, you can make sure that a good, healthy pot of whatever it is you cook up goes to the nearest orphanage.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Agreed. This all yours. I'm just gonna toss it to him. Mind you, it's 25 pounds, and I'm not very large.
Oh,
So I'm like, it's
he
like a
picks it up.
kettlebell. I'm
Yeah.
struggling.
He picks it. He takes it out of your hands. No problem. Like just he is muscular. He is a full blood orc. He is 7 feet, almost 8 feet tall, and he just like palms this 25 pounds and places it on the counter.
I'm gonna resist the urge to ask for uppies and walk out of the kitchen. You have a great evening, Keen.
You too.
So he stays on the ally side.
All right. So you have given the 25 pounds of crab meat to Keen, the cook. And something special might come out today if you stay around.
Oh yeah, I'm staying around until I get whatever it is he comes up with.
At this point, Sister Evangeline, you can walk into the inn, and you see everybody else kind of huddled around Captain Black. Well, looks like Sister Evangeline just walked in, so I guess I should get to your payment. I agreed upon 400 gold, if my memory serves me correctly.
I believe that was the agreed on.
All right.
Here's the hope, and there's on the finder's fee.
He looks to one of the waiters, and he nods to them, and you see they run over to behind the counter, and they shuffle over and bring some like a hefty looking coin purse. All right, this is yours. Enjoy. Don't spend it all in one place. And there is 40 platinum within this coin purse.
10 each. Split up evenly.
Works for me. Which is just another 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put 1 platinum because it makes so much more. It makes it so much easier.
10 platinum.
10 platinum. I can't do math. I'm so sorry. I don't math.
So, who's this Vincent? Can you tell me? Can you tell me a little bit about him?
Well, other than his status himself, he was making rounds around Jamie's house in the middle of the night.
All right.
We're talking about the vampire you let go.
Yes.
You didn't find that the least bit suspicious, Clark?
I was just trying to make more connections. I don't think, I just do.
All right. So I'm dealing with a vampire.
Very possibly, yes.
Amelioris from Avandi. Yes. The Avandi family. Perfect.
And coming into town, we seem to have stumbled upon a recent murder, which may be involving the Avandis as well.
How would you know this?
All right.
I pull out the cup. Well, sorry. I look at 6.
I'll pull out the cup that that me and Nori found at the site scene of the crime.
I can't recognize it, but it's the same style.
Wait,
And I'm gonna hand it to her, let her get a closer look at it.
you mean to tell me that the one that you let go, that's its cup?
It's a type of cup, yes.
Make a history check, Sister Evangeline.
I swung at him. Damn it.
My judo classes take a point, and I just dodge it.
You're like across the table and like I just fucking can't reach you. We have,
Whoa!
a metal
Whoa!
arm swiped.
Sister Evangeline, keep your temper to you. It's
I do,
a
yeah.
it's an honest mistake. If you're face to face with a vampire, you might want to do what they want you to do.
If you're face to face with a vampire, you should put a knife through its skull.
Not everybody has your vigor and determination, Sister Evangeline. Clark here probably thought he was in danger.
When I said it's your fault, I didn't realize how right I was.
You're
So
entitled to your anger.
you may think there's a connection between this Vincent fellow, this cup, and the murder you just came across.
Possibly, but I can't confirm.
Well, we don't know if it's a murder or if it was consensual, right?
We don't.
And I use consensual in quotations because that's what they say.
I was gonna say.
What you have to know about Umbra, Nori, is that sometimes killing is consensual. And it's usually to see if that consensual victim will become a new part of the family, if you get my drift. Sometimes the vampire just lies and says they don't inject their will to make a new vampire. And they just kill the person. But there's no way to know that. Sometimes these consensual victims do become vampires. It's very hard to tell if it's actual murder or an oopsie consensual killing.
All these laws and consensual killings, it's just a way for them to be monsters in public.
Oh, most certainly. It's their form of control. It's part of the reason why they picked the title Meliorius. Or however the fuck you say it.
They are demons in different skin.
Be careful. It's a good thing we're in daylight and we're in my kind of tavern. But some of you, or some people here, would agree with you. And he kind of just gives you a wink, Sister Evangeline.
I'm glad some of us have the right mind about them.
In any case, I think this group might be the group that can prove that this wasn't a consensual killing. If you catch my drift. So
I get to be a detective. It's time to break out the noir accent. It's a rainy day.
But what do you say, Clark? Ready to go track down your work buddy?
I'm ready to right my wrongs.
I'll say this. If you prove to the Avandi family and you prove to that bitch of a Duchess that one of her spawn killed without consent, I'll give you 1,600 gold.
I'd do
If
it
I
for
had
free.
glasses, they shatter.
What do you say
He
to
suddenly has the noir hat instead, and he's going full private eye.
that? He chuckles at your appearance. Six looks to Sister Evangeline, expecting an answer.
You expect me to say no? I'd do it for free.
Ha, that's what I thought. What about you, Nori?
Well, I guess I'm game.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it needs to be done.
Good deal.
Then I guess we go find ourselves a leech.
Might be best if you prance around during nighttime. See if you can find anybody or anything that knows about what happened. Here in the daytime, not many people know much of what happens during the night.
Gotcha.
So, enjoy some food, some of your crab meat, get some rest, and you'll finally get to see what it's like in Avandi Bay at night. Sounds good?
Sounds good. The nightlife.
All right.
Um,
Let me buy you all around.
You know, I'd never say no to a free drink, Captain.
And he flags over a waiter and he buys everybody around. And I think that is where we will end tonight's session.
Woo.
Beautiful.
how dare you get me so excited? Fuck!
As always, at the end of a session, let's go ahead and get a player RP vote. And we'll start with River.
So I think I'm gonna go for Sister Evangeline this time around. Due to the just heart-wrenching, you know, scene with Wade and his wife and the at the graveyard and all that. Yeah, at the morgue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kiwi?
I'm voting for Clark. You joking me? He played the what at first I thought was a like uncaring individual. I'm now seeing there's a little bit more to it, but I'm not sure yet. He seems pretty, nonchalant to the whole business.
Laissez-faire.
I don't even know what that means.
I think it's pretty good, especially RPing in the face of a 6'4" golden armored warrior.
All right. Anthony.
I will give it to Kiwi for her displays of anger and Val.
All right. And Annie.
It has to go to Kiwi because just like the whole dialogue at the morgue and just with Anthony's character, it was just I just like how creative you can be, Kiwi, with your dialogue and your choices of words and the accent. You're killing it. You need to keep up with the accent. It's so good.
Okay, so you guys like this one?
I
No.
wanna honorable mention both River and Annie, since there was no mention of you guys, but I did notice some great improvisation and subtle things, especially with just rolling with the punches, the giant crab fight at the beginning. That was great. Thank you, Sixt, for playing
That was funny.
with that.
Of course. I hope
Uh,
everybody else picked up on like the changes in accent here and there, the demeanor, because
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to go for.
there was a subtle moment, and I don't know, I don't think anybody picked up on it, but when Nori wiped her face in the morning while getting up and accepting food, that was I don't think anybody caught that, but I did.
I mean, I wasn't technically there yet, so I can't
Yeah.
RP.
It was sad girl hours, I saw.
Yeah, girl.
Dude, I was so expecting like Clark to like not straight up reveal that he had a connection to this whole thing, because like, damn, dude, fucking, if I had made that connection with that fist, it would have kept going.
Well, the votes have it. Evangeline, you get a point of inspiration from your players, your fellow players.
Thank you, thank you. I do have a question though. I already have one apparently. Do I stack that, or is it just like
You
can
can
I give it to
have
someone?
I think it's a
three max.
Okay. Alright,
Once you reach 3, you can't get any more.
All right, I have 2. Let it be known.
All right.
Did I get one from this morning or no?
For the recap, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go update my notes.
He's like, my recap is shitty. I understand if not. You
I'm
know?
gonna reroll the
Yeah. All right.
Could have.
Thanks for playing with me.
I could have rerolled the pucket punch. Oh god damn it.
Yeah, you could have. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing with me, guys. I really enjoyed it. I hope you all had fun, and
Yeah.
I'll see you next time.
See you next time. Hey, Anthony, just so you know,